Hello everyone, my name is Natasha Chingore from Zimbabwe. I was selected under the YEPA program, Youth Employment for Food and Agriculture, which is under AGRA, as a youth delegate to be one of the people going to Senegal, Dakar. The conference was Africa Food Systems Forum 2025, and the theme there was Africa's Youth leading collaboration, innovation and implementation for agri-food systems transformation. So there were so many youth and it was such a great experience. I have never gone that far and I managed to acquire a lot of knowledge that I'm going to share with you so that as youths we take part in innovation and implementation for sustainable food systems. Some of the key takeaways that I got from there and I would like to share with you, my fellow youth, is that mentorship is key. For example, what YEPA program is doing for the youth is exposing us to these platforms where we are able to make decisions. And the most thing that I discovered when I was in that conference, you could see in the panel discussions and the people who were taking most of the roles were not youths. Why? Because they lack mentorship, they lack experience. So we should engage in these spaces where we are mentored and not to repeat the mistakes that some people made. We need to be mentored to equip us even in decision making for policy interventions. We always complain as youth, why are we not engaged? But do we have the capacity? We don't have. But through mentorship, we can be more equipped and make meaningful engagement when we are exposed to such forums. After interacting with most youth, we discovered that the employment issue or the Sustainable Development Goal 8 to promote decent employment for fellow youths can be driven by us youths. There are so many opportunities out there. For instance, right now I'm from Zimbabwe, but I'm in Kenya. You can see in Nairobi there are so many youths doing small ventures and they are earning a living from it, not expecting the government to do everything for you or that employment can be provided for each and every one of us. For meaningful engagement, we need to be mentored, we need to be exposed. And through interaction with my fellow youth, some were saying, where do we get these opportunities? Yes, we want to contribute to sustainable agri-food systems. We want to contribute to policy, but how do we get exposed? How do we get exposed? How do we get the links? It's easy. Right now we have social media, and through LinkedIn, through various platforms online, you can get these opportunities and you can try your luck. I'm telling you, I applied for this trip to Senegal to attend the Food Systems Forum. I was not even expecting that I could be selected because we were many and it was competitive. They were offering full sponsorship. When I got the response, I thought, oh, is it not a scam? I need to verify this. So you can try applying. There is no harm in doing that. We don't have to relax as youth. Most youths, we are lazy. We want things to come to us when we are not doing anything. The first thing we should do is to take the first step. For instance, for me, I tried to look for a gap in Kenya. I found out that farmers in Muranga, they were growing so many bananas, but they were not value adding them. And I started making my banana crisps. And right now I have diversified into arrowroot crisps, dried fruits. So as youth, we should take the first step so that we can leverage into these opportunities. So another thing is to monetize social media or to use social media as a source of employment to work towards SDG 8. There are so many opportunities online, and social media can be used to to improve or to transform our agri-food systems. We had so many social lights, including Farm with Fred. I know some of you have come across, and they were giving us so many inspirational stories that inspired me as someone who has already a YouTube channel. Don't forget to to follow and subscribe. It's called Nachi EcoDev, where I'm showcasing agricultural practices that are being done in Kenya, and mostly it's organic farming. So the other thing that I would like to encourage you, my fellow youths, and is to take advantage that most of the farmers, they are old and they cannot produce for the whole nation. And there are so many policies. For instance, in Zimbabwe, FAO, in partnership with African Union, is promoting youth entrepreneurship. But if we don't look into those agendas, and also towards the Agenda 2063, they are helping youths to scale up in their businesses and to partake in agri-food systems. But most of the youth, we don't know, we don't research, yet we call ourselves the present and the future. If we come to think of it, in the next 10 years to come, we will be the leaders with no knowledge, with no capacity. How are we going to run the world? So we need to start now. We need to take the first step and engage. We call it intentional engagement, where you have to be intentional in your efforts so that you'll be one amongst the few. Through my discussions with fellow youth, they were saying, we cannot all be leaders, but try to be extraordinary. As youth, we are innovative and we can lead collaborations. For instance, I was inspired by one YEPA coordinator from Uganda. He was talking about youth networks. And in our groups, let's not relax. Let's form networks as youths so that we partake or we make meaningful engagement in agri-food systems. YPAD was started, I think, around 2006, and up to now it has engaged so many youths, and they are now in those platforms where they can make decisions, where they can even air out their views, where their voices can be amplified. So I encourage us fellow youth to make those youth networks and combining Africa. For instance, for us, we have now a SADC group for SADC youth, where we try to find a common ground in agri-food systems and a solution in how to transform it. So it's another way. I was also inspired by this innovation. It's called UAE Food Fest, where they're using VR or visual reality as a market space, which is engaging to customers. So you can see there are so many opportunities to leverage, and through an intentional move, we can access these opportunities. The major thing is the mindset shift. Before I came to Kenya, my mindset has not been changed, but through interactions, I could see now that I'm now being changed. I'm becoming a different person, and I'm seeing opportunities. The whole of last year, I was at home thinking that I would find a white collar job, but I'm telling you, I have been changed a lot through mentorship, through exposure, and I have so many business ideas, and some businesses I'm already running. So we need our mindset to be changed, that we don't only focus on the white collar jobs, but you can have a decent jobs if we engage in agri-food systems value chain or agri-food systems. We have a lot of opportunities there as youth, and we are the only one. We are both the present and the future of agri-food systems transformation. This platform was a very good platform for networking because there were various organizations which included FAO, World Food Program, World Hunger Hill Fair, Powerful. It included various organizations, and we visited their booths. There were youth exhibitions, and we were learning on how to value add our produce and to increase our brand visibility. So it was really engaging and motivational. As an advocate for agroecology, I was so happy because this agri-food system had session on agroecology where they are promoting agroecology, organic farming, and not using pesticides, advocating for nutritious health food. Lastly, the point that I would like to leave you with, my fellow youths and my viewers, is that we should not complain, but let's be among the few and take the first step so that these opportunities, when they come, they find us ready, they find us in full capacity, so that we'll make meaningful engagement in these platforms. Thank you so much for viewing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Asante sana.